Some more random stuff, some more miniature pistol stuff. These are Xythos, I think that's how you say it, revolvers, which are 2mm Pinfire, Austria-made revolvers. Very similar to the Berloque, although I'm not sure if it's the same company, even though there are some similarities here with the flare kit. Like this is a flare kit for the Berloque pistol, but the revolver I think is way cooler just because you get multiple shots and there's just more detail. So I got two versions. I have a gold plated and then the flare kit. Is another version of this pistol. The barrel looks different. This one has more of like the Magnum look, whereas the other one I've seen just has the little stubby barrel. Doesn't have that secondary like piece. So on this, I think it's just a little tie clip. I got blanks, and this is how it came in this little case. And it says, you know, Xythos. The actual company, I don't know if it was a watch company or a jeweler. It's Andres and Dworsky, Austria. And I found these probably about 2009. And it was just really cool. I'm a fan of miniatures. This one's a little basic. You can see the outline of the pistol. It has a little keychain. It does have another cylinder screw, but very detailed. The grips are marked automatic on one side, Xythos, and then 2mm. It shoots the same 2mm Pinfire as the Berloque and all the other Pinfire type pistols, except this is a multi-shot, which is very cool. It has kind of a break barrel setup, so this is threaded, so you can actually remove the cylinder. You can unscrew it, and then you push it up like that. So when you see how this cylinder engages here, and when you pull the trigger, you know, that's kind of, this is really the hammer that drops down right here. And then each one of these slots is where the pins for the blanks sit. That's why they're slotted all the way around. This can come out. Yep, comes out. So it does go in one way. It is indexed. The barrel is open barrel, so you can shoot real blanks, if you know what I'm saying. I don't want to go into that, but it's very cool. And again, this is the gold-plated version. Very well made little, I don't know if you'd consider this a toy or why they made these. I think it's just cool as a miniature. So like you can load up or unload your blanks and then reseat it on here. And again, the cylinder locks up with this hole and this little pin, I guess. And it just kind of snaps closed. And then you screw it down. And then this barrel is threaded too. This one I don't have the flare adapter. I mean, you could always use this flare adapter, but this one, I don't remember where I found this one. It wasn't a flare kit like this one was, but obviously it's built the same and it's just gold plated. To even include the little screws, which is pretty good. And then if you go to shoot it, I don't really want to dry fire it, but so it engages with the cylinder so you can see it spin. So the trigger, like this mechanism pushes up and grabs on like that other piece inside, and that's what flips the cylinder. So very cool. I'll show you the other flare kit. This one just snaps closed. So much like the Berloque, these are colored flares. I think that's green. This is the flare kit, white, or the flare adapter, I should say. It's threaded, so it screws in at the end of the barrel. It does have some blanks, has a spare cylinder and then a spare cylinder bolt, whatever you call it. Has the same markings as the other, it's just a nickel instead of gold plated. Functions the same, just unscrew the cylinder and then break it apart. Locks up. Just like the gold one, this does have a threaded barrel, so you can take your flare adapter and you screw it in like that. So how these work, oops. These have a combustible material in here, and the blanks just cause a spark that's, you know, enough to ignite this. These don't shoot that far. You could see other videos online, but it just sits in there, and then when you shoot it, it has a little bit of a range. But cool pistol, has a cool look to it. A little bit of weight too, to be honest. A lot of metal in this. It doesn't feel like a cheap toy. It does feel very well made. I think this kit, when I got it, I want to say I paid probably maybe $80 from this. It was like a tactical supply website. They had like SWAT gear. They had all kinds of random stuff. And why they only had one of these, I contacted, and they had a picture. And I said, do you guys sell these? Because I couldn't find one. I don't know if they were being discontinued around that time or what. This was in 2009, and that was the only place in like Washington or Oregon that I found one on the internet. So I bought it. I found the gold one, I think it was a couple years later. And I don't remember where I got the gold one, but I got it because I wanted just to complete the set. I think it's, you know, I'm a fan of miniature things, and, you know, miniature firearms are just the best of both worlds. A lot of engineering and detail that goes into these, so very cool. And it is, I want to say it is compatible with the Berloque also, at least the flare adapter. Let's see here. So this one, so there is a slight difference, I guess. So maybe it is a different company, but they're very similar. Oh wait, no, I see. So that's right. This pistol has a threaded barrel on the outer threads. This one is threaded on the inner, so these would not be compatible. Also, you see the knurling on this one. This one is just smooth. So there are a couple differences. Didn't realize that. And it's about the same size. I guess I'll compare it to the other famous cap pistol. So very similar, but I like the Revolver better because obviously it's just more detail, multi-shot. It's just way cooler. This is a cool design. It's basic, but I look at this as the muzzleloader, whereas this is the semi-auto, and has a very cool look to it. The Xythos 2mm Pinfire pistol.